how's it going? Wow, okay, nice. What's up? Are you allowed to make eye contact with me? Be honest. I was talking to my friend, I got into a fight with him the other day. He's Muslim, excuse me, who wrote down Allah's word. Wait, who? And he goes, the Angel Gabriel. And I was like, dude, I fucking hate you. You just said the Angel Gabriel looking me in the eyes, and we're supposed to be buddies? You said the Angel Gabriel wrote a book, and I ask you if I look fat on some days, and you say no, and now I'm supposed to fucking believe you? And I'm not saying I don't believe whatever the fuck you guys are doing with it. I don't believe any of that. That's crazy. You have one limited life, and you're going to spend it in those shirts? What are we doing? What are we doing? I mean, really, dude. Just live a little. Admit, there's nothing after what we die. There's nothing before we die. You just got this amount of time, and you just live a little, dude. Take the fucking hats off, you know? Anyway, so I was talking...
You're a bad dad? You like your dad? Nice, that's the best. My dad did that too. I got a guitar. What did he do that was bad? He you? No! What? Why do you have to be in the front row, everybody who has this happen? You were how old? You were... No, I'm not saying that number out loud. Okay, how did you remember that it happened? Your family told you? Oh, so you don't even have the memory. Oh, I guess that's good, actually. I think that's good. Right? That is good. You weren't even there. You weren't even around. He didn't even do it. It's not even real. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I thought they would laugh at that. That's not real. Okay. I thought they'd be like, ha ha, she's victim blaming. But, you know, maybe you were asking for it with your dirty little diaper. So you know, I'm just kidding! You think I thought she was dressing like a slut when she was a tiny child? Are you crazy?
Moments later.
And then women have kids, we rip, and then we give birth to this disgusting thing that looks like the husband. It always has to look like the husband. Why is that? I think it's so they don't eat it or fuck it. Ah, sorry. I apologize. I used to steal. I steal all the time. I steal. You Texans are gonna be crazy about this. I love this. I used to be a contractor. I used to steal all my lumber. 100% of it. Because if you're a woman walking into Home Depot, you can leave carrying like a full DeWalt table saw, and they're like, the door for you, my lady, after you. I'm getting over it, because now people recognize me a little bit, and I don't want to be Winona Ryder, you know? But during the pandemic, oh, I'm gonna wear a mask? Yeah, I'm gonna be taking everything. Oh, you have a sign that says you must wear a disguise? Oh, you also demand I have a getaway car? Crazy. You would get hit on a lot? Were you a cunty bartender? I bet you were. You were a cunt, weren't you? The bartender was always like, fuck you, Richard. That's not my name, but okay. Yeah, you guys give a gnarly hand job, don't you? Don't you? It's all in the shade. Yeah, dude, let's ride. That's how I give a hand job too, behind my shoulder, like salt. They don't want to look at me. They're like, would you mind if I stand behind you? No problem. You mind if I watch something? Let's get this going.
You guys, Israel, Palestine, shout it out. Wow! It's always a hot bitch. It's a Palestine! Always that, isn't it? It's always a hot girl. Palestine! It's become a cool thing. It's always just hairy uggos who are like, Jerusalem. Israel. Palestine! Do you have a solution? You got a solution? Let live freedom! Yeah, we tried that. How do you expect to do that? Just remove the gates. Bring up the gates. Well, I'll give them a call. I'll see what I can do. Who will have the Mecca? Who will take Jerusalem? They have to share it. I like your style, babe. Big thinker over here. People are taking hard stances. Like, I have a friend who was like, before he'd be like, yeah, I was raised Muslim, and now he's like, I'm Muslim. And I'm like, no, you're not. And he's like, that is disrespectful. And I'm like, I'm sorry, let me be more clear. You're not. Dude, I was like, so you think if somebody came into my apartment right now, shot both of us, you think you would go to a heaven with 42-year-old virgins with wet pussies or whatever it says? And I would go to hell forever in a fiery inferno? And he was like, unfortunately, yeah, that's what it said. And I was like, then get the fuck out of my house! Get away from me! That is so mean!
I went to UCS and then I got a job in medical sales.
What are you selling medically? You sell blood tests? Gross. Are you like the Thanos lady? I'm not gonna tell you. I like how she dropped her voice.
We've reinvented the traditional laboratory infrastructure.
That's what you have to do. If you want people to hear you, you have to become a man. I faint so easily. Blood test. Oh my god, I got a blood test recently, and I go to a little Chinese doctor, and he got all his little nurses to hold me down. They're like, straighten your arm, and then they grab onto it, and your body is just like, no, starts throwing these little Asians all over the place. They're like, no, you stay down. And then, I'm allowed to do that. I'm allowed. I said I'm allowed. And I'm like, I'm throwing up, and I turn green. You know what it looked like? It looked like Tokyo had taken down Godzilla.
Do you guys have kinks? Does anybody have a kink they'll say?
I really like sissies.
What is a sissy?
A sissy is a man who you force to shave his entire body and tie and wear a corset.
And then what? Peg the men? Really? Why do you like to peg men? You know how much it hurts. You know it don't feel good.
The prostate is the male G-spot.
Oh, good point. Very good point. The prostate is the male G-spot. I forget about that. So they do like it.
Yes.
One guy asked me to put a finger in there, and I said, no. No, I will not. I have a poop phobia. It's really bad. Every time I poop, I wipe my asshole to a bloody pulp. It's insane. So you like when a guy, like a normal guy, he's not normal. But is he like a cis man? Like, is he like a straight man? Okay, cis and straight, comes over, Carhartt's white shirt, takes him off, puts on a corset, right? Like transforms for you into a sissy? Ew, why? Why do you want more feminine men? They're everywhere. How does he get his clothes back on? He just is like, yeah, fuck my little ass and my core. And then he's like, all right, I actually have to be out of here. I gotta get going. That was great. Oh, at some point he has to put the corset into his Honda Civic. He has to look back and see that at one point and be like, oh, I got carried away. That sucks. That sucks. The amount of lies that women tell men just to save your sorry souls. We get a pube in our mouth and we're like, no, it's one of my head hairs. Don't worry about it. Ah! No. It's short and it's curly, but it's one of my long straight hairs. Hold on. It happens 100%. It happens 100%. We always lie to men. Why do you think every girl that's ever broken up with you has said that it's because she has some mental illness? She doesn't. She doesn't. My friends will be like, she has problems with her father. I'm like, dude, if you were hot, she'd make you daddy, okay? She would call you father. You're just gross. You spit when you talk. You have little badger hands. You need to know yourself. We always lie. I've used the term spina bifida to get out of a relationship. I don't even know what that is. We're not going to say the truth that you can't parallel park and it's disgusting. It's disgusting. I lie when I queef. I go like this. If I queef, it's like, and I go, ow. And they're like, oh, sorry. And I'm like, you should be. Zero pain has been inflicted upon me. But it makes you feel bad for a second, and now you're in the wrong, and I'm a princess.
Did you see this? Kid Rock. Did you see it? His response to Trump. Listen to this guy.
You fuck with Trump? You fuck with me.
He goes, you fuck with Trump, and then he does this, you fuck with me! Dude, that reminds me so much of my dad when he'd get mad at us, because my mom dumped him to eat pussy, my mom would get lesbian, and he would get so mad, and be like, you're acting like your fucking mother! And like, dude, you're gay, dude, you know you're upset. Trump, though, dude, I will hand it to him, that was hot as hell, I was creaming my jeans. You know what I mean? And he was like, yeah, that was hot. That was almost as hot. Remember when George Bush dodged the shoe? What are we doing? That was hot. You remember that? He slipped it like a boxer. He was like that. You know? And then he looked, he was all pumped too. Like his security guy was like, oh, okay, man, for me. He's like, no, it's all right. That was awesome. That was hot. All right, kid. We're fucked though. We're totally fucked. You know what I mean? Because I was so hot that Trump's in, dude. He's automatic. I should have kept my IUD in. I should have not fucked. You know, I've been willy-nilly with that shit. And, you know, just knowing that I can abortion-scorshy, but now I should have kept the IUD in. The problem with the IUD, I eat mushrooms. And then I freak out. And I'm like, there's a toy inside me. Just gotta get out of there.
I love her, but she's a bad mom. One time she fed me a bowl of maggots. It was oatmeal that had maggots in it because it had sat there for too long, and I was sitting there and I was like, Mom, the oatmeal's moving. And she was like, the grains are expanding, Jordan. Shut the fuck up. She was like, you are a child. And I was like, I'm literally 4 years old, yes. And then finally, I was like, I can't, and she turned around and she was like, oh, yeah, that's a bowl of worms, 100%. She just doesn't know how to be a mom. Like one time we were watching X-Files. It was the demon episode where everybody was getting possessed, and I didn't understand what possession was because I was a fucking child. And I was like, Mom, how are they getting into these people's bodies? And my mom goes, I don't know, crawling into their assholes. For a year and a half, I had to sleep with my butthole pushed, my actual butthole suctioned against the wall of my room. That's how I had to sleep, so that because I was convinced that that's how I would keep the crazy. I'm the least sexually open person in the entire world. Although, the other day I did go on top, but I didn't use his eyes to hold myself up. That's good. You know what I mean? Like I was naked on top, and I was like, I'll do it, but I'm gonna cover your. Like I was like. He was like, stop, let go of my eyeballs. And I was like, okay. And then when I uncovered, I was just gone. He's like, I'm not gay. Are you guys gay? Whoa, what? How many are straight? How many are bi? I don't believe in bisexuality. Here's a bi person. Bi man, great, easy. Okay. Is that your girlfriend? Yeah. Really? Are you guys poly or something disgusting? You are? Do you drag your prey home and have sex with them together? What do you do?
I'm straight, I'm bi.
Okay. Are you sure you're not just gay? Can we be honest? I'm not trying to shame you. Shut up. I'm not trying to shame you. Are you worried about that he's just gay? A little bit. Come on. Really? You do like it? Oh my God, we're so different. I can't even imagine. If I'm dating a guy and if he's like, Brad Pitt's a good-looking guy, I'm like, you want to fuck him then? Is that why you're dating me? Because I'm like a man? I knew it. I knew it. What? This? That I did this? You thought I was doing cocaine? What were you thinking? I did get addicted to coke, but that was later. I was touching my nose. I didn't get addicted to coke. That's why I had to quit drinking. I had to quit drinking. Ready for this, crazy? I had to quit drinking because I was addicted to cocaine, and cocaine made me addicted to bowling, and bowling was taking all my money. How crazy is that? I was totally functional. I was going to grad school, doing comedy, and had a carpentry business all while I was addicted to cocaine. Totally crushing, right? Drinking, and then bowling. And then bowling ruined my life. I was canceling shows. I'd be like, I gotta be somewhere. And they're like, Jordan's a coke addict. And I'd be like, I could not. If I called a friend right now and was like, you guys want to get coke? They'd be like, oh, Jordan's bowling again. It's not good. Forever? Are you engaged? Soon to get engaged? Guess what? Tonight's the night. Get up here, baby girl. No, I'm just kidding. Could you imagine? I pull it out of the ketchup. Oh. Sorry. Are you avoidant or anything? You have secure attachment style? You're good? What about you? Are you totally fine? Really? 2 people. You wake up every day with thoughts in English? No fucking way. Get out of here. There's something weird going on. Do you kill cats? You kill cats? Come on. Nothing weird. Do you guys have money? You got a little bit of money. Yeah, you're uncomfortable. Comfortable is so offensive, just so you know. Oh, I'd rather you say you're filthy rich, because at least I could imagine you have an opioid problem. Comfortable is like this. You have your mom goes like this and has her little sweaters on. That's why you found love. You can find love if you're comfortable growing up, because it makes you secure, because you have the things. If you grow up like me, where you have no food, no nothing, you're weird. You get weird and somebody says, I love you, and you're like, you don't love me. I know a guy who, fucked a rabbit or something like that, You can't love me. I wasn't there, but he did it at a bonfire. I wasn't there, though. Anyway, Republicans are cleaner. But now they're getting autistic. Republicans are now autistic. Isn't that devastating? Doesn't that bum you guys out? That's sad. They used to be kind of cool. They used to be like Carhartt guys, you know, and now they're, you know. How about Trump's first order of business being making there only be 2 genders? How about that? That was hilarious. What a funny thing to do for out the gate. Doesn't that feel like a little kid who's like, okay.
I'm the king, and rule number 1 is only boys and girls forever. Not anybody else allowed.
Doesn't it feel like that? Like the way, because if he had been like, it's because if he had been like, no more gender, you know, reforming surgery, no more, you know, any of that, that would have been more like presidential, but he was just like, there's only 2 genders now. Doesn't it feel like a little kid? You know how little kids always go, let's pretend, and then they say whatever they want? My niece always said that. She's like,
Okay, let's pretend you're very poor and I have all the monies.
I'm like, okay, let's next pretend that your dad didn't cheat on my sister. How about that? Let's do that next. The problem is being a woman is so bad that seems like the only thing that makes it worth it is we have this thing that we can lord over men, that we can create fingernails and stuff in our... You know what I mean? Otherwise, you're just a loud, annoying man. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you're just a man who's bleeding. You know? I have this. You can put your penis in my blood hole sometimes. But that's all I do. That's all I can do. No, I have a hole for your penis. Put it in there. That's what I'm good for. No, your hand is tighter, true, but this one's in there. It's got hair on it. I got hair on it. No, it's right near my butthole where I poop. No, it's not better than another woman's mouth. It's my poop. It's right next to my poop hole. Why don't you like that? That's what I worry about, not having kids. That I'm just a hole next to a butthole. No, it's stinky sometimes. No, sometimes it stinks real bad. Put it in there. I have value. No, sometimes I get really mad a lot. Sometimes I get mad and I cry all the time. But I'm very important. That's fucked up. No, I think it's cool to not have kids. It's very cool. Because women are very, like, inherently... Oh, see? There she goes down. Whoa, right down, dude. That was sick to watch. You okay? That was awesome. That was fun. She fucking... I was watching her and then just... right down. She popped right back up. That was sick, dude. She hit up so fast. The only way to do that is if there was like a trampoline on the ground. There was no pause. Like what I saw was just... When people recover bathroom shit and then don't acknowledge it, it's my favorite thing ever. My favorite thing is like jumping out and scaring people. There's like 2 types of people that you can scare. There's the person that's gonna be like, Jesus Christ, and they get scared and then they're like, you scared me. And then there's the people who like pretend that it didn't happen. Like you jump out and they just do something small, they're just like my all-time favorite thing in the whole world is just like my mom will get scared. She like can't be vulnerable, so you'll like she's going deaf, so she gets scared easily, so you'll go up behind her, and she'll go like this, Jesus Christ, you're fatter than the last time I saw you. Or say something really cutting, like, she'll be like, I wish I hadn't had you, 1 child was enough.
I think you also, if you have neglectful parents, you develop mental illness. Do you have any mental illness, baby girl? Yeah, hardcore. Nice. What are you working with? PTSD, complex PTSD that's called borderline, but we call it PTSD so people don't alienate us. Let's go! Dude, if you say you have borderline, it's worse than saying you have herpes, dude. You want to be fucking, yeah, PTSD, I say the same thing. People are like, you were at war? I'm like, no, I just don't want you to leave. That's funny. That's just for you. Okay. Wow. Because because it was my first camping trip. I was like, I'm gonna get into the lake. Are you guys leaving because of the poop talk? No, you were going to the bathroom. The borderline girl was like, we have to go. Don't let me go. What I have is PTSD. Okay. All right. That's funny. You guys know what borderline is, right? You know what? Any girl that you dated who said they were gonna kill themselves if you left, that's borderline. It's just any girl who owns more than like 2 cats, borderline. Okay. All right, great.
What do you got in there? Treats? What are they? No, I won't touch them. What is it? You just are going to keep that around all night and take it home and not touch it when you get home? You already touched a bunch of it and now you do. Can I feel the weight of it? It felt pretty hefty, dude. Wow. And what's going to happen? Can I tell you what I did today? I have a, this is so embarrassing. I have like a thing that I have to lock my phone into so I don't text exes. And today I bought a Ritter Sports bar, like I don't know if that's what it's called, but the chocolate bar, and I ate a part of it, and then I locked it in there for 24 hours. I can't get it out. So smart. I'm going to break that thing when I get home, 100%. 100% smashing that thing on the ground. So you're going to take it home. How long you think that's going to last you? It's not that great? Well, if you put it, it's over there. Somebody's going to take it. That's crazy. Masturbate to porn. I masturbate to one thing alone, and that's to the press conference where they threw a shoe at Bush. That was the hottest thing I've ever seen in my goddamn life. They Google it. Google shoe at Bush, at George W. Bush. George W. Bush shoe. That's all you need to type in. They whip the shoe at him, and he slips it like a fucking boxer. Okay, and then. The goddamn security guard comes in. He's like, no, he runs in, and Bush goes like this, no, and makes him step back, and then he slips the other shoe. I masturbate to that twice a week, at least. Anyway.
So what if the guy threw a shoe at me?
Are you guys in therapy? Yes. You're in therapy? Do you go in person? Yes. Do you ever have this where you leave? And you're like waiting for the elevator and then they come out and you're like stuck with them in a second goodbye. The worst thing ever. And they're just standing there and you're like, that stuff I said about my dad's pretty crazy, huh? It's so fucked up. Do you like your therapist?
I do.
Man? Is he a man?
Woman.
Woman! Is she hot?
No.
No. Old?
Otherwise.
I know. I feel the same way. Mine is 1,000-year-old man. I'd still fuck him. Tell you what. And I'd fuck him. What are you in there for, if you had to say? Bad childhood? Grow up poor?
Both.
Yeah, growing up poor fucks you up.
Both, yeah.
You know what my theory on growing up poor is? I think people think it's glamorous. Like, they're like, oh, you were all of a twist or whatever. But really, it's, like, kind of disgusting. Like, did you hear a lot of adults having sex?
No.
Me neither. So, anyway, touching surfaces, I think that's a thing. I think if you grow up poor, adults are having sex, because usually if you're poor, it means your parents are young, which means they're retarded, which means they're fucking all the time. That's what people do. Sex all the time growing up. All the time sex, and you get into high school and people are like, oh, if I ever heard my parents fucking, I'd kill myself. And I was like, it was a soundtrack to my childhood. It was Alanis Morissette, and it was fucking. Are you kidding me? It was crazy. Trump could be hot. Like, remember when he was like grabbed by the pussy and all the women were like, that's fucked up, but also, you know? That was hot. Now he's being a little bitch. Wait, what did he say to Zelensky that was cracking me up? Oh, he goes, Zelensky's like, yeah, well, you're going to be freaked out too, and Russia is right by your side. And Trump goes, don't tell me how I feel. It was like, what? He's like, you don't know how I'm going to feel. It reminded me of my niece when she's like, I'm not tired. The only thing he did that I did understand that was really babyish is Colorado put up like a picture of him where he looked a little fat. And he demanded it be taken down. Did you guys see that? It's a bad painting. But it's like a painting. It's like an oil painting that somebody did try very hard on. He was like, take it down. I would do that if I were president. I'd be like, delete all tagged posts where I have a fat belly. How do you guys feel? 4 p.m.? Thanks for making it out. Don't clap. Don't do that. Is anybody fucked up already? You're fucked up? How'd you do that? Still drunk? What happened last night? Anything crazy? What happened? Why'd you go by yourself? You were mad? I know, I do that. That shit sucks, dude. It's such a manipulative tactic to just be like, well, I'm gonna go get blacked out and get raped.
So you better come find me, you're all day.
Is that what happened? No, you didn't get. Oh my God, I've done that so many times. What were you guys fighting about, if you don't mind me asking? Tell me. Do you have a drinking problem?
Probably.
Yeah, sounds like it. Have you ever gone to any meetings? With your ex who had a drinking problem?
Yeah.
And you were just supporting him?
At the time, yeah.
But there was no point where you're like, oh, wait, all right, someone now. You should try going. I love recovery meetings, except for everybody talks in riddles, which I don't like. I hate that. Some random guy will be like, well, listen up. It's like my sponsor says, don't pat the dog if the cat's on the mend. And you're like, you killed your wife, dude. I know you did. If you shush one more fucking person, I hate that bitch, okay? Listen, I gotta tell you, I have a rage issues. I was up there freaking talking. I'm freaking on stage. She turned around. Shh, her shh is louder than all y'all motherfuckers laughing, okay? I'm gonna bite your ankle when I get up there. You're blacked out. And you are blacked out, baby girl. What are you running from? What are we hiding? Are you married to this guy and that's a problem? What's going on? What are we running from? That's your brother? Okay, are we, what are we hiding from? Are you going through a divorce or a breakup or anything? Dead dad? Nothing? Just on vacation? Just letting it rip? Nice. There's some darkness we gotta deal with, okay? Oh boy. Have you ever been to AA or anything? No. You said yes?
Not yet.
Oh good, not yet. Oh, are you from a different country? Really? Wow, we're accent drunk. You love to see that. She said, not really. Wow, where are you from, mama?
Wamigo.
Huh?
Wamigo.
Where's Wamigo? Oh, you're from Kansas. Okay, great. That's the accent I'm hearing. You love a white trash accent. I have the same one. I got rid of it. The white trash accent is like, the male version is very different. The male version is like a car stalling out, where it's like, it's like that. We're gonna get my buddy Bub, go down and grab some papers and sit by the river. And then the female version is like a car overheating, right? That's what where it's like, you better get your ass back in there, right? It's like, I got in the above ground pool, I ain't trash. I was raised by my grandma. The grandma's always 19. Is your grandmother very young? Yes, she's very hot too. I believe it. She goes, yeah. And she is young. She's a child. You guys are getting there. I'm warming you fuckers up, dude. You're making me sweat. I wish I did know what the vibe was. You guys over here? Is it just alcohol? Is that what's going on? Really? Okay, great. Okay, great. Do you have an accent? Oh my God. Just what? You went British and he goes Scottish? Just alcohol. We're going full pirate on me right now? What day is it? Isn't it like a fucking Tuesday? This is crazy, dude. I feel like you're a dead body and I freaking zap you guys and you're like, yeah, and I go, oh, back to life, and then you fucking die immediately. I'm like, come on, stay with me, take some air. You can do it. Thank you so much for not shushing anymore. Really proud of you. You learned your lesson? I like that about you. Okay? So, I alienated my poor friend. This is so funny. The episode will come out tomorrow. You guys should watch it. It's on RIP. She goes like this. We're like podcasting, and I'm like, she was like, what was your first fantasy as a child? And I was like, Aladdin. And she goes, oh, mine was my doctor raping me. And I was like, I go, hey, listen, I know that I said Aladdin, but in the reality I was holding back because we're close, but not that close. The reality is my first fantasy was Jafar locking me up in the hourglass and having his way with me. And she was like, oh, good, I didn't know if our friendship could continue. And I was like, I apologize profusely. I did not mean Aladdin the man, I meant Aladdin the movie. I apologize.
Signed divorce papers, lost my job.
What was your job?
I was a college student.
What'd you do, kid? Come on. Come on, you twiddled a student and I know it. What happened?
I fucked him.
You fucked him?
He was my student.
Bro, am I a freaking prophet or something? How do I freaking know that? What kind of teacher? Graphic design. And you were coming up behind and being like, that's a good circle. Ooh, that's a good triangle you made with your little iPad. It was like the movie, what's that called? Ghost. But with your little gay little frickin' design pad. Cool. Why did your dean say they fired you?
It was my final class. My class starts at 9, and I woke up at 11:15.
You slept in like a freak, and you missed your job, you got fired. Do you know how many times that's happened to me? You get fired. I wasn't there. Oh, can't do job, no longer have job. It has nothing to do with the fact that you fucked your student. That's just like a mental illness that you participate in. Did you stay out drinking? What happened?
I had an anxiety attack at like 2 a.m. Took half an anxiety medicine.
Panic attack, 2 a.m. Drug addict. Took the drug. What was the panic attack from?
I'm going through a divorce.
Why does that make you panic?
My ex is not fully diagnosed, but I'm positive she's a narcissist.
Your ex is a narcissist. You know what you sound like?
What?
A chronic victim. Yeah, I said it. Yeah. You married a cunt, and then you guys are divorced now, and then you fucked your student like an asshole, and then you slept in too late because you're a freaking drug addict. And you gotta take responsibility for that. I've lost every job I've ever worked. I say, hey, listen up. I said I would build you a porch. I ate all your honey and your cookies and your gooeys. I said, hey, I apologize. I said I bring you the porch, sticky fingers. I ate the snacks, okay? You gotta take responsibility for your actions. You're blaming everybody else. Are you in any recovery? You'll learn this if you do any recovery. You'll meet a bunch of really ugly people, weird faces, and you'll go, I don't want to be like them. I'll stop. For years, everybody's been like, yeah, you put your money in the NASCAR race. What is it? The S&P 500. No. That was fun. The money disappears from your account. It goes onto a thing. It becomes graphs. My least favorite thing in the world. The second I get a little bit of money, all of a sudden, all the managers and everybody are just like, you need to go see a I go into the financial motherfucker, the financial advisor, okay? I'm a rat. I'm a full rat, okay? I'm like... And then this woman comes in and she's like, we take care of your money so that you don't have to think about any of that. And I was like, dubious, immediately dubious. She's like, you can be a disgusting little rat person. You never have to learn anything about money because we'll take care of you. And then this bitch pulls her hand up. She's got a fucking wedding ring. It's so, the diamond? And I'm like, how about you fuck yourself, bitch? Are you kidding? You're gonna manage my money? Okay, well, I might have a couple guesses as to what you're gonna do with it. My mom's accountant is a little troll in a tiny shoebox office that's surrounded in papers, okay? And you walk in, she goes, give me the 1099. That's what I want, not some rich fucking bitch with Botox. Fuck you. Put your money into index funds, and I was like, okay, what happens then? And they're like, well, that's you like investing in the stock market. And I was like, okay, listen to me. What if I don't want to do that? And I just want to hold my money. And they're like, then you're the dumbest person I've ever met. And I'm like, what is going on? I come from a white trash family where going to the casino was a thing that you hid from everybody. And now, in order to be like an active, civilized member of society, you have to participate in fucking craps? I don't understand what's going on. I'm like, I don't want to be white trash. And they're like, well, you have to be if you want to be rich. And I'm like, what's going on? Somebody was like, all right, well, you got to buy gold. Have you guys seen what it's like to buy gold? A little package like this with a little ounce of gold that's like $2,000. And you can touch it, okay? They say, don't take it out of the package. No. I immediately bought it, immediately take it out. I just rub it at night while I'm watching Netflix. And gold. Stock market crashes, gold way up. Fuck you. Fuck you guys. All my friends are like, what are you, a prospector? What are you doing with gold? 6'8"? Wow. Did you kind of want to fuck your dad? Do you think that you kind of wanted to a little? Like sometimes when you're laying on the chest of a man and you close your eyes and you're in like a lucid state between sleep and awake, does your mind ever drift to your father's massive chest? I think this is a childlike comfort that I only experience for a brief moment in time, and maybe that's what I'm eternally chasing. Do you ever think that? Do you ever think you'll never truly be happy until a man's flesh matches that exactly of your father's? and the scent that you've been searching for forever is that of your own kin, and you feel wildly ashamed of it? Sometimes you ask men that you're dating to smoke cigarettes just so they get a little bit closer to the smell of your father. Do you ever do that? Do you ever do that? Do you feel that way ever? Me neither. What's the birthday girl's name? Maya? I don't envy your youth. I really don't. It does get better and then it gets a lot worse. That age is where you're like, this is who I am and fuck everybody. And then your 20s you go, I hate who I am, I'll be anybody else. And then 30, you settle into who you are, but you're like, I fucking hate this bitch. I can't believe this is who I'm stuck with forever. 40s I hope are like, you start to like, you bet. Yes, thank God. Okay, great, because I am having a rough time. Did you get really fucked up on your 18th birthday? I know your dad is sitting there at the end of the table, being terrifying. I saw him. Is that your dad? Stepdad?
My stepdad,
Yeah, stepdad. I could feel about that. I know about that. No, I like him, but he's not my dad. No, he's good though. He's not like abusive. He never tried to fuck me, but no, he's not my dad. I don't want my dad to feel bad wherever he is, so he's not. But I'm not saying he's not my dad because of something sexual. I'm actually never thinking about anything sexual with this man. I get it. I hear you, loud and clear. That's my stepdad. Great. Well, happy birthday, baby girl. Stepdad, he grounders that. Are we weird? Clap if you're not from the United States of America. God damn it. All right, well then let's just muscle through this, shall we? Sometimes you think it's a weird vibe because everybody's feeling what you feel, you know? They're like, I feel like I have brain fog and I'm a little depressed, and then you just look at them and they go, we don't know what you are saying. We have no understand. We're happy on holiday. Yes, make us laugh, funny boy man. Well, shit. Where are you from? Where in the world is that? It's near Germany. Do you guys know where Luxembourg is? Shut the fuck up. Are you from rich part or poor part? Okay, part. I don't know the German difference. I can't hear it in the accent. In British, I can always hear it because it's like the rich people are a little bit like Keira Knightley. They're little clips. They keep their mouth very tight, closed lips. If they're from a wealthy place. But if they're poor, then they live on fucking Liverpool. I like that. People going on from the poor place, fuck you. So my OCD at the time was when I shit, I had to wipe my asshole till it bled. Okay, I still have that, I will be honest. Dude, I actually clogged the toilet today. I clogged the toilet. Even while it was clogged, I was like, don't say this on stage. But, crazy, the only time I pray to God is when the toilet clogs. And it was like all clogged, and I was like, bro, I gotta go to the hotel clerk and be like, please, can you unclog my poopy? And then all of a sudden it just, and got pulled under. And I was like, that's my dad watching over me. Isn't that crazy? I've ride a motorcycle, I've dodged death so many times, I never attribute it to my dead dad or God, but if my poop goes down, I'm like... I do like this. It smells weird in here. Mold. It's mold. They have a little bit of black mold down here. Need to look at that. Boys in the back, you got a little bit of black mold. It's toxic. I have a pad on and it's stuck to my ass. You know what I mean? Oh. It's too high in the back. Like the front is right there. That's too, it should be more centered. That's gonna bother me all night, I'll tell you what. I switched to pads. What do you guys think about that? That's pretty sick, right? Are we doing that? Hear me out on tampons. Here's what I was sick of. You have two options that happen 100% of the time, both options. You stick it in, it's a witch's finger. It's a dusty bitch. And then, when you're done with it, you can basically push it out like that. And it feels like you're pooping out your vagina. And you know what? One day I said, I'm done with this. I'm tired of shitting out my pussy, okay? And I did a pad. And now I feel like a little baby, and I like it. And I walk around like this now. I go up to my friends like this, and they go, do you have your period? And I go, yes. Yes, I do. Cool. I don't know about this place. Look at those tits. Those are crazy. Sorry. I apologize. Those are big old titties, dude. Those are sick. Don't wear zero clothing and then go, oh, me, when I point to your big fat tits. Those are real? Those are yours? Homegrown? Farm to table? This is a gooey, milky place. It is. Pillsbury, capital of America. Guys got big jugs. And the boys got little pot bellies that you rest your little hands on. Your little weird, pudgy, starfish hands. It's a really different place than where I grew up. This place is... It's nice. You know who it's nice for? Middle-aged women. You know who it's not nice for? Their husbands. Who are just lobotomized on lazy boy chairs, and they're just... And their wife, who's become, externally a full lesbian. All the hair is gone, flannel. Hanging out with her buddy Sharon a lot. Comes home, Mark, shut the fuck up! He's like, I haven't spoken in 4 years. What is that? Why are the Midwestern dads all dead inside? What's good? Great hospitality. You want a cookie or a treat? And I'm like, yeah, how are you? And they're like, me? And the wife swoops in with fucking bat wings. Don't ask him. He doesn't have anything to say. Like, all right. Okay. All right. Scary. Do you guys have children? 2 of them, boy, girl. 2 boys. Nice. That's because you got a long hog. Sometimes I say things. I heard that once. I was working on a construction site, and some guy was like, I got 3 boys because my dick is long. I was like, you fucked your wife so hard that there was a baby, and then your dick went through the baby, gave the baby a dick? And he was like, pretty much. And you sometimes wish maybe I made the wrong choice and I could have been... No, okay, just checking. I was just asking. My mom every day sends me these fucking articles that are like, women who don't have kids are 10 times more happy. I'm like, what do you want me to kill myself, Mom? What do you want? Why are you sending this? Isn't that mean? Also, I do think that the reason why people think that is because women who get those articles, you've seen these women who are like 50, they don't have a kid, they've had so much Botox, and they're like, I've never been happier with my 3 Shih Tzus. I don't need no babies because my life is good. You're like, you're fucking a 21-year-old boy. You have a boy tied up in your basement that you rub your clitoris on. Free that man. You know what I'm talking about? You know that rate of woman? Gen Z isn't putting balls in their mouth. You're doing it? Yeah. But you had like a troubled childhood, right? You were homeschooled. That's why you were a big old slut. Yes, dude. How was the transition to public school? It was awful. Were you bad at math?
No, I'm great at math.
Oh, you were good at... Were you smart or were you bullied?
I think I'm smart.
You do think you're smart? Okay. Your parents were doing a good job?
No.
They weren't doing... You're giving me a lot of curveballs. I don't know if you're like a pick-me girl, creating this aura around you of mystery so that by the end of the night I go, oh, there's just something about her, when really it's just a bunch of lies that you're telling me. I don't know what to believe, but I do understand how it's hard to date women now. I was really smart. So your parents were good teachers? Not at all. Figure that out. What'd you do? You just got a hold of books?
I've read textbooks my whole life.
And then what were your parents doing this whole time?
Downstairs.
They were downstairs. I had that. I know all about that. They were downstairs throwing chairs. Yeah. Were they loving parents? Did they have a good... No, they hated each other?
No, they're still married though.
They're still married, though? You hate that? Is the dad castrated and sits on the lazy boy and doesn't talk at all?
I don't know.
You don't know. You don't talk to them. We don't talk to them.
No,
Well, you're-
I just saw them like a week ago.
You just saw them, but you don't... Listen to me. Is she like this with you, bud? I mean, how do you fuck her? She's like, I would like you to rape me. And he's like, I don't know if I feel comfortable with that. She's like, me neither. You're going to jail. Cops, come in here. What is going on? Just be straightforward. This is why they burned women for being witches. Is it?
Are you a lot older than her, sir? Yeah, you can't hear me, can you? How much older are you than her? 14 years. Hot. Hot. I fucking love that. How old were you when you met him? 31. So he was 59. Yes. 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 How old are you, sir? You were 45. 45. That's hot. One time I sat with like a 52-year-old. I'm 33. I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna fuck, dude. Oh yeah, we're gonna fuck. I hate that when you say shit over texting that's a lot heavy. You're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking suck your dick off. And then you show up and you're like, where should I put my bicycle helmet? It's weird when you do that with an old guy. You're not old, but it's weird because he was like that. He was like 50, and I was like, oh, and then I got there, and it was just, I didn't know that all dad's dicks looked like the same dick. It looked just like my dad's dick. I was like, you got my dad's dick. But it was just that my dad is that age when I saw his dick. It's just they look the same at a certain age. I have to get my voice back. I sound like Batman. I sound like Alec Baldwin if he played Batman. This is Alec Baldwin as Batman. I don't shoot people. Oh shit. Because Batman doesn't kill people, he just ties them up in his bat stuff. That's his thing. He doesn't shoot them. But Alec Baldwin shot somebody. Okay.
You two, you look like you've been married for a while, right? Which one of you is more likely to leave? Like, if I had a gun right now, which I wish I did, boy howdy, which I wish I did, who would you say? Which one? Shoot you? No, you can't choose to be a martyr. I do feel that, buddy. Just suicidal man. Oh, is there a gun involved? I'll die. For the love of God, take my life. I'm like, hypothetically, if I had a gun, which one of you would be likely to break? I'll die. I'll go. No, I'd actually like to go. I actually have a gun. Everybody screams. Cool. This is your anniversary? Do you think forever? He has flip-flops on. Does that change anything? You always have flip-flops on? How do we... I know they're comfy, but she lets you go into her vagina with your weird penis. Don't you think she has earned that? Seeing your toes is really... I'm hurting. Her toes are fine. She's got them strapped up, their little tips showing. Yours, it's so aggressive, the flip-flop on a man. It's so effeminate to watch you guys get fucked by a little skinny strap. We don't want to see you like that. We never want to see you getting raped. You're a buff guy, you're very attractive. That sucks, dude. You don't mind that me and you are just meeting for the first time and all 10 of your piggy wiggies are also present? Really doesn't bother you? Okay. It bothers me. Do you have kids together? 2 kids? And you look like that. You're doing great. I wish you could see her. You wouldn't look at me if you could see her. If she was on, you'd go, I'm gonna look there and listen to Jordan. How old are your kids? You had a different husband. Oh, it's your kid. Okay, nice. Sorry. I don't know why I eliminated your existence completely. I was like, well, surely he's not fucking anybody else but you, so... We are the more more diesel gender, right? She's ashamed. Yeah.
The 7-year-old's calling.
Oh yeah, go get it. So hot, they're crazy. This is my whole point. She's scurrying out of the room with a little skirt to pick up the phone for your son. You should get it. You should do it. You don't do shit. You know what I mean? You don't do anything. She fucking pushed the baby out. She hooked it up to her tits. You fucking, no, you go get it. She's like, I will get it because I'm the only one who can communicate properly with a child. So I have to do everything. That's brutal. And she's hot. Like, if she were not hot, I'd be like, that makes it, you know what I mean? If she were like a little gnome, they're like, I got it. You know what I mean? With one tit dragging behind her because it had been sucked clean off. That, I would have made sense. I'm still very weird in bed. I'm very odd in bed. I can't. If I take my clothes off. Do you guys remember Silence of the Lambs? Remember when Buffalo Bill, I mean, obviously there's the famous line that he says, it puts the lotion on the skin and puts it in the basket, right? But there's another line that he says when the detective comes to his door, and this is the line that plays in my head anytime, as soon as a guy takes my shirt off, okay? He goes to the door, the detective goes to the door and goes, have you seen the missing woman who's been killed? And Buffalo Bill goes, oh, is she a great big fat person? Every single time. And sometimes I have to say it out loud. I wish I didn't. The shirt comes off and I'm like, is she a great big fat person? And they're like, are you talking about yourself? And I'm like, would you fuck me?
Gross. Eating pussy is disgusting. It's gross. It's gross. Yes, it is. Do you know the shit that comes out of their penises all day are rubbing against your pants, getting cleaned off? My vagina is a fish tank, okay? The moon can be in waning at a 45-degree angle, and I have a yeast infection because of it, okay? I think they're beautiful in a pictorial set. Like, if you were to paint them, that's prettier than a penis. But putting your mouth on it? No. But you like it? Do you squeegee it off first? What do? You just get all in there? Oh! I hate when a guy goes down and you pull away and you can see the wet. Oh! To be honest with you, I've stopped letting guys go down on me because I hate that so much. I hate the pull away. I mean, they gotta be quick with it like that. But if I see the sheen, disgusting. Oh my, Imagine if a woman came up from blowing you and there was just cum drip. Do you guys like that? Oh, you do? The most authentic laugh in the whole world. Yes, yes, you have that? Can you show me it to me now? Are you gay or are you straight?
No, I got me through my divorce.
With a man? Wow. Why did you divorce him? He was boring. How many years was he boring?
The whole time.
Really? The whole time?
I was the one that broke up the band.
Really? Yoko?
Yeah.
You broke up what band? You broke up his band? You fucked two guys in a band?
Yeah.
Nice, there it is. I knew that you were gonna say he was a musician, dude. Musicians get away with fucking boring murder, dude. Musicians are the most boring motherfuckers, but they don't, we have something in our bodies, it's like a chemical makeup that makes us want to fuck every one of them. It's inappropriate. It's not okay. It can be E.T. on stage with a banjo. And I'm like, I want to fuck him. Let me have him. The problem is if you're dating a comedian, we tell jokes the whole time we fuck, we have to do it. And do you know what happens if you take a musician's dick skin? It doesn't have to be foreskin, it can be their dick skin because they're flaccid at this point. And you tug it up over their tip of their penis like it's a little hoodie. And you make the mouth, you make the hole into a little... And you make it do a little rap, a little, I'm a disaster, I'm a full disaster. They break up with you, is what happens. Next. How did you two meet? Really? Tinder? I'm banned from Tinder. I kept matching with men and writing, would you rather kiss the tip of your dad's dick once a week or blow him to completion once a year? Would you rathers are supposed to be hard. You know what I mean? Like they're supposed to be difficult, I thought. And I thought it would just weed out the funny guys from the narcs. But then what happened was every single dude on there would write me a full dissertation. It was crazy. Novels were rolling in. But then I got addicted. I couldn't stop. Every single time I would always write back to them, oh, ew, and then unmatch them. You're disgusting. That's disgusting.
You live in Pennsylvania? Where? Which part? You live in Schwastedville? Is that what you just said? Where do you live? Schwastedville? Are you fucking kidding me? You were like, I'm gonna get my life together, move from New Orleans to Schwastedville. I'm gonna go over there. It's not even called that. It's called like Swasteville or something. Yeah. What do you do up there? You have an Etsy shop and you make hair bows? You specifically live off of making hair bows for cheerleading competitions? Your husband, alright, let's just say that. Could you imagine being her husband and being like, what did you do today, honey? Another bow for a cheerleader that doesn't exist? Nice. Those are really beautiful, babe. Do you take care of the children or anything like that? The twins take... 14 is still young. Let's not give up on that. They're fine. I'm really busy with my work. There's the twin little child labor. And just, all right, Mom, another bow. Here it is. What does your husband do? I like the drunk girl. He lays on me at night, tell you what. He lays on me every day. I put a little bows in my hair. He lays on. I'll tell you what, I lays on at home. I'm laying on all day.
Are you all couples here? You guys are holding hands. I hate that. I really hate that. You guys like each other and stuff? Nice. That's great for you. What do you do? See, what is that, you know? These jobs are getting crazy with tech, you know what I mean? There was one guy somewhere that invented the sandwich. And he was like, I made a sandwich. And we were like, that's a job. You did a good job. You did a really good job inventing the sandwich. He was like, yeah, I put stuff in the bread. I'm a sandwich guy. And now we're like, I'm the project coordinator for the bottom of a flip side over the top refrigerator where you open it and the skippity-doo-dahs in there. You flip that open, and then you're going to find a bunch of people. You guys interface. There's a community building. You're going to want to talk about it. Integrity. Integrity in the workplace. I don't know what anything is anymore. Okay. So what? What is that? What? Okay. Do you mind if I don't ask you any more things? Are you guys married? Are you going to hold hands like that the whole show, you think? Just wondering. No, you don't have to let go. I'm just wondering how that would pan out. Would it be an hour of that? You would? Does it feel good? Are you codependent? What is it? Are you new? Are you new? 3 years? I thought you were going to say like 30 or 13. You said 3. We'll see. You don't have kids together? Nice. With another lady? Did you hold her hand like that too? Was paralyzed. We used to do crazy shit. I would go into the Gap and I would just load her lap up with all of these clothes, and then we would just roll out of there. And they'd be like, beep, 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 beep. And I'm like, I'm sorry, she's retarded. And they'd be like, oh. It was awesome. We had so much fun. My favorite thing to do is she would go into a place, be fully paralyzed, obviously paralyzed, controls her chair by pushing into a straw, and then I would put something under her hand, and I would just start yelling at her. I'd be like, you need to put that down. You put that down right now. I fucked up so many times on that job because it was my job to take care. I got trained so that we could just hang out and get fucked up. And I would pop her Zans. It was so fun. So she was so chill about it. I would pump her up to get her the sling, so to move her into the chair. And one time I just started ratcheting it up, and I'm like, oh, it's like a little stuck. And her thing starts beeping. It's like, beep, 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 beep. And I'm like, what? What's going on? I pull the blanket off her. I am cutting her in half. She's seatbelted in. She's seatbelted into the bed. And I'm sawing her. I'm ratcheting her up so it's breaking through her body. And I was like, oh, fuck. And I unsnapped it. And it's like, and she was like, what happened? I'm like, nothing. You're fine. Nothing at all. Because she couldn't feel. Mushrooms, you're on them? You have a good tolerance? Me talking to you about it isn't making you feel crazy? You feel good? Mushrooms are the best. You feel good? No, not at all. Not at all. Was it a micro? You want to feel it. I feel a micro, though. You could give me a little sugar cube, and I'd be like, I'm tripping balls. I've been tripping my whole life. I've been tripping on no drugs my entire life. Do you guys remember just being a little kid and just seeing stuff? Remember, like, what the wood grain on the paneling of the wall, just being like, oh, and like, just stop. Remember that? They'd be like, all right, honey, good night, time for bed. Close the door, and the door's like, I'm like, please. And then when the light would go off, and the coat that was over the chair would just become a fucking ghoul. Remember that? I remember looking at it and being like, no fucking way is that a coat. There's no way in any world that light goes on and that's not a goblin being like, yeah! Like, there's no way. It's so weird. My therapist will be like, your parents fucked you up. And I'm like, are you sure it wasn't the guy in the corner with bleeding eyes? Are you sure it wasn't that guy? He was there a lot.
Men are always like, women just want to be choked out. And I'm like, yeah, we just want to separate from her mind for 4 seconds, you know? We're just in a living hell. That's all it is. Like, if you cut off my passageway, I just am not thinking about the mistake I'm making by fucking it. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm looking at you and we're fucking, I'm like, this is gonna be bad later. This is not good. But if I can't breathe, I'm like, survival, yes. Oh, that air is beautiful. Beautiful thing to have. I don't know why we do that. One of my friends was talking about how he was like, every time I fuck a girl, she always says the same thing during sex. She always goes, you're fucking me? You're fucking me? You're fucking me? And I was like, yeah, dude, sometimes we say that because we don't want to lie. Like, we want... You know what I mean? We don't want to be like, your dick is so big. We're like, technically, you're inside me. Technically. I can't feel you, but you're there. You're there. Almost asking it as a question. You're fucking me? Anyway, I always wonder how people can have food in front of them. Somebody the other day was like, they were like, I was walking and I was like, I'm hungry. And he was like, oh, I have a Cliff Bar in my backpack. And I was like, how do you have that? If I have a snack in my bag, it's 2 blocks of me going, I have a snack in my bag, I have a snack in my bag, I have a snack in my bag. Yes. And somebody's like, you know what Fifth Avenue is? And I'm like, I have a snack in my bag. My thoughts are never off it. It's 2 blocks, and then I'm like, that's been enough. There's a guy out there that is rampant that's like a Xerox of a Xerox of a Xerox of a Xerox until you just get a white page of nothing, okay? I want to say black hole, but that's a phenomenon. This is a fucking vacuous thing to nowhere, okay? Listen to this guy's bio, okay? Oh, his name's Oliver. Not a name. Dog's name. Dog's name. Dog's name. Dog's name. This is what he's looking for. Listen to this. Looking for fun, open-minded people. Oh, are you? Who's gonna see that and be like, not me? Like, that's not a real preference. Who want to do, okay, this statement is a nothing, okay, who want to do all the great things in life. None of those words have any load bearing. That is just a free-floating fucking nothing, okay? All the great, good things in the galaxy sounds good by me. I hate you. And that's not even the end of the sentence. That's not even the end of the sentence. That's a comma, just in case that was a little too pigeonhole, just in case that was a little too, and somebody felt left out, comma, physically and non-physically. What are you talking about? What are you saying? Are you kidding me? You can't even specify between a gasser and a solid and a human fucking form? You piece of shit. He is absorbing our water. You know what I mean? He gets food. He gets to eat every day.